Here's a message that was left on my YouTube video. Other people's lives seem easy. Yours is hard. What are you missing? I absolutely hate that I have a little tummy fat and that it's on my back and around my bra strap too. It makes me feel so uncomfortable in my own skin. And the minute I try to let go of my food regulations, I feel like it just gets worse. And I'm just pretending like it doesn't really bother me. Unfortunately, I've achieved my ideal body, and now that I'm not in it, I definitely feel a difference. I absolutely love your content and mean no disrespect by my comment. Gosh, absolutely no disrespect taken. There's nothing disrespectful in this at all. I just feel a little stuck at this point. And I thought this was so relatable that I hope I can offer some support and help to lots of you at the same time by going through and giving some things that I've learned from experience on this. For context, the video that this comment was left on, we were talking about attaching to outcomes. And that's when we take things that we fundamentally need in order to feel well and we make them conditional on things outside of our control. For example, placing our sense of self-worth on achieving a certain body type, or taking our ability to like ourselves and making it conditional on other people's approval. And if you're struggling with feeling out of control in your life, anxious, preoccupied, overly analytical, then I highly recommend that you check out that video after this one, because I think it could be really helpful for you. And after watching that video, I'm assuming that this person is sitting there thinking, yes, okay, I want a healthy relationship with food. I want to have peace. Of course I do. But if I let go of my food rules, my disordered eating practices, then I'm not going to be in the body that I really want to have. And I did feel more confident in a different body. So it feels like I'm having to choose between a healthy relationship with food and peace and my confidence. Now, this is where things get interesting, because what I'm inferring that this person is saying is that I did feel more genuinely confident when I was in a different body. And since gaining weight, I do feel genuinely more insecure, as it were. Therefore, my confidence depends on my fat mass. And that would be a very understandable and very logical conclusion to draw. But let's look at what's actually going on here. It's interesting because it's not like when we excrete fat from our body, insecurity biologically goes along with it. I've talked about this in another video. I'll link it here and down in the description. So if insecurity isn't being excreted out with our fat mass, so to speak, then something else is happening here. What's actually happening here, in my experience, is we have such an ingrained belief and narrative of when I'm smaller or when I'm in X body, I'm allowed to feel more confident. And that belief is so strong that it becomes a fact. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So as weight starts to come down, body fat starts to come down, it's like, look, I'm becoming more and more confident. But it's not because there's a cause and effect. It's because there's a very strong association there. And so while it might feel very real that you can't feel confident with more fat mass on your body, the first question is, do you want to? If that were possible, would you want to? And you might answer yes or no to that, which is interesting in and of itself. But let's say you answer yes to that. Yes, I would like to feel genuinely confident in the body that I have. Then the second question becomes, what would it take for you to allow yourself to develop more confidence in the body that you have? And your mind might push back on this, be like, no, but it's not possible for me to feel more confident. Yes, it is, because confidence is not biologically or medically or scientifically related to your level of fat mass. Confidence is a skill, it is an attitude, it's a way that we show up. It is an internal state. And all of these things are things that you have direct control over if you choose to. And I'm not here to tell you that you should want to feel more confident in the body that you have. I'm here to look at this belief of I can't feel confident, genuinely confident in the body that I have, and take it in your mind from a fact to recognizing it as a belief, and hopefully recognizing it as a very limiting belief, so you can make an informed choice for yourself about what you want to do with that. Because I hate the idea of any of us feeling like we have to choose between a healthy relationship with food, which means peace, right? And genuine self-confidence, liking ourselves, feeling good about ourselves. I hate that that feels like a choice that needs to be made when it's not. And I tell you what, actually, from all of my thousands and thousands of hours of experience of working with women with disordered eating, one of the key components in them being able to develop a healthy relationship with food and gaining that peace is developing genuine self-confidence, regardless of what their body looks like. And I say that to really highlight that it's not a choice between one or the other. They are in fact intertwined. In my experience, if you're saying you want a healthy relationship with food, you are asking for, at the same time, whether you realize it or not, to be genuinely confident in yourself and secure in yourself and happy in yourself and free to live your life to the fullest, regardless of your body. It's not a choice between one or the other. It's a package deal. And if you want to learn more about that, then I highly recommend that you watch the hour-long lesson that you'll find linked in the description. There, I'm taking you through a summary of how our clients develop a healthy relationship with food. It's completely free to watch. So if you want more insights on this topic specifically, then I recommend clicking on that link and checking that out. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions related to this. It's a very big topic. Let's have a discussion about it. Leave your comments down below and I'm happy to pick and choose some to respond to. And we can continue the conversation on this one. It's a very important one and I'd love to hear from you guys as well about how this resonates and sits with you and what fears or concerns or thoughts come up about this. Leave those questions or comments down below, whatever they may be, and I'll see you in the next one. Sending you lots of support. Bye for now.